Okay, hi. So I just wanted to make this video and kind of make a little mini series of sorts where I will just vlog about like whenever I basically have a Misophonia trigger or a Misophonia epiphany. So today I did in class because there was a trigger. I will call this episode my Misophonia. Yeah, so I wanted to give a little background. So I've not been officially diagnosed, if there is such a thing, but I definitely know that I have something with sound, and Misophonia seems to describe it very well. And it's more than just a pet peeve, it's like literally something like angers me so much that social constructs cannot always stop it, and like the feeling of like maybe being slapped by someone doesn't enter my brain. It's just I hear the noise and that's it. So I am interested in possibly researching this, like maybe the health research feels interesting to me. Maybe like write a story on it in the future. But I'm definitely interested in the information that is out there. Like perhaps there's already a lot more information than I have found. But if anybody has any information that maybe you think would be significant for me to know about misophonia, or just you have a comment about maybe something I should be aware of, please let me know. So yeah, that's how I start. So I'm not sure if it was always there. Like I don't recall being like 3 or 4 or like 5 or 6 and being like, stop making that noise. But I don't always remember everything. It could have been something that I just didn't realize it was like not normal. So, let me see. I think my history goes as far as like 10 years, maybe. That's when I first identified it. So, that's when I started to notice, and then that was like early teens. So, some years ago, after I started leaving the room with my family at like 8, and I started using headphones almost every day to like block out sounds sometimes. My mom like had seen a special like a couple years after that I started doing that, and it was about misophonia. So I'm probably gonna try to find that video for that special if it's anywhere online. And it kind of defined it, and she brought it to my attention and she said, "This is you." So I was like, okay, it is me, but it was like more dramatic, the case that they put, but it could be how it looked, when me and my mom like will look at it. So, yeah, after she saw the special, even though she saw the special, my family had this just recurring idea that it was just a humorous joke, and some people might see it as that, but to me, it's like I wish I could just not feel like this, like sometimes or all the time. And so my brothers and like my family would always like smack really close to me or like chew really loud, and they knew I had to leave the room, or like they would tease me or they would like say stuff, and that's not fun. But in general, my triggers are usually having to do with eating. So the biggest one is smacking while eating, like smacking with gum. I guess I don't really hang around a lot of people that do that, but just any smacking kind of hurts me. Crunching really loud. Even when I crunch, I don't like crunching by myself or when I'm eating. Drinking, because I notice some people will drink and then like smack, like kind of click their mouth, like my mom does that, and I can't. Like after like 3 times of them doing it, I just get up and leave. It's actually become a problem. It's kind of messed up relationships a little bit with my family, but I mean, I still love them. It's just hard when I can't even focus on what they're saying or what's on the TV, what's going on, or even if I'm chill, they'll think I'm looking at them, like stop smacking, and I'm just looking at them. Um, but slurping, I honestly don't know how it survived in South Korea where there's a lot of soup-based foods, and slurping I believe is culturally acceptable. It's a sign of food tastes good. Like, I don't know how I survived abroad at all, but I'm sure I was distracted for the most part because I don't remember having any triggers while I was abroad. So I'm like, that's the cure to misophonia. Just travel across the country or across the world. So slurping. Ooh, I hope I didn't break that. When my brother does like slurping, I just get really mad. Like cup of noodles, I just can't handle it sometimes. It's like turning into Hulk, to be honest with you. It just goes, it's 0 to 100 real effing quick. Just like if it's too consistent, it's a nightmare. So nail clipping, that's a recent one that I guess no one was really clipping their nails around me during college. So when I moved back home, my brother would always clip his nails, and like after like 5 clips, I started like feeling overwhelmed, like I was just gonna go and just break the clippers or something and probably hurt myself. But I usually made it like through all the toes, I guess, but it's just like every single like time the noise is made, it's just like it hurts. Like it just hurts. Like it's like, don't do it one more time. So a lot more comes up randomly, like it's that nails on a chalkboard feeling, but like times 10, it's like you're in a horror movie that doesn't always end. Like you can't even just like, I don't know, it just gets a little bit confusing sometimes. My misophonia, it seems to go away and come back often. There was a time last year when I actually thought it was gone completely and I had forgotten about it, but I guess thinking about it brought it back, and it came back a little bit stronger than the previous time, which I'll probably talk about in another video, but it definitely wasn't as strong as it was when I first like kind of identified it might have been misophonia. So it's actually gotten better, and my anger has been a lot more under control, so that's nice. Like I fall a little bit more into the category of like, oh, it could just be a pet peeve, but I haven't said anything for a while. And yeah, sometimes there are a lot of weeks, days, even months where I just forget that like stuff even bothers me, and those are nice because I feel like I'm completely distracted. But I also feel like maybe it's, stress always brings up stuff, and just, I don't know, I'm hoping I'm not like one of those people where people are like, oh, something is like so wrong with her, she can't just handle some noise. But I know there are other people out there, so I just made this video to express my feelings. I never really talk about it, and maybe see if there's advice and research. I'm very interested in research and advice, and yeah, that was my first episode. If anyone has any type of comments, please let me know, or even email me if it's something like a file or something to do with misophonia. I'm very interested, and obviously it's something I deal with, so it'd be really cool to hear different things about it. So bye, I will see you in the next episode.